It is 7:42 p.m. on Sunday. You are sitting on a couch, maybe your family is watching a movie, maybe your kid is showing you a drawing and you are nodding along, but you are not there because somewhere in the back of your mind, the countdown is already started. 6 more hours till Monday. Did I reply to that email from the VP? What if my manager pings me tonight? Your body is on the couch, but your mind is already clocked in. I call this Sunday Scaries. And if you have felt the tight knot in your stomach in the Sunday evening for years, then I need you to know this. It is not a mindset problem. It is not a discipline problem, it is a boundary problem. And in the next 10 minutes, I am going to show you exactly why your brain refuses to switch off. And the exact framework I use with senior managers and startup leaders to help them reclaim their Sunday evenings in weeks, not in years. Stick around till the end because I will walk you through the first tool you can literally use this Sunday. I have spent 32 years in corporate life, shop floor to senior leadership, building a business from scratch to over 600 crore in revenue. I have led high-pressure sales teams, closed deals across India and international markets, sat in enough Sunday night anxieties to know exactly what this feels like from the inside. I am not a therapist. I am not a monk telling you to meditate your stress away. I am someone who lived the exact grind you are living, tight deadlines, constant decisions, always being on, and had to engineer my way out of it while still growing my career. That's what I want to share with you today. Let me explain why Sunday evening feels the way it does. Using something you already understand, a browser with too many tabs open. Right now, on a Sunday evening, your brain has 30 tabs open. Work emails, that unfinished report, the comment your manager made on Friday, Monday's meeting, and underneath all of that, one tab that is playing music you can't find and can't turn off. That's your low-grade anxiety. You think the problem is that you need to relax more, but here is the truth. You cannot relax your way out of an open browser tab. You have to close it. Most people try to manage Sunday dread with willpower, less scrolling, forcing themselves to be present, feeling guilty when it doesn't work. But willpower doesn't close tabs, a system does. That is exactly why when I work with managers and leaders, we don't start with mindset. We start with a framework called P.A.C.T. 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 stands for P, pinpoint. Why can't you switch off your mind in the first place? A, activate. Learn how to mentally and emotionally disconnect and be present. C, convert. Turn those new behaviors into automatic habits. T, thrive. Build a sustainable lifestyle that protects your energy lifelong. Today, we are focusing on the very first move inside this framework because if you skip this step, everything else you try will fail. It is called the Weekly Audit. Let me tell you about a client I worked with, a senior manager at a fast growing startup. Brilliant on paper, promoted twice in 3 years, and completely wrecked every Sunday night. So, we did not start by telling him to relax. We did something different. We mapped exactly where work was leaking into his personal life, hour by hour, across one full week. And here is what we found. Work wasn't leaking in through one big dramatic event. It was leaking in through 100 tiny cracks. Checking Slack for a second while brushing his teeth. Keeping his laptop open on the dining table in case something urgent comes up. Replying to one email on Sunday afternoon, which then opened 3 more emails in his mind. His phone buzzing on the arm of the couch, face up, screen visible. None of this felt like working, but each one of these was a leak, a tiny hole through which work seeped into time that was supposed to belong to his family, his rest, his energy. Here is the analogy I gave him and I will give it to you too. Think of your personal time like a bathtub. You are trying to fill with water, rest, presence and connection with your family. But if there are a dozen tiny leaks in the tub, it doesn't matter how much water you pour in. You end every Sunday feeling just as drained as you started. You don't need more willpower. You need to find the leaks and plug them. So, here is your homework right now before next Sunday. For one full day, ideally a Sunday, keep a small note on your phone. Every single time work crosses your mind or your phone buzzes with work notification or you catch yourself checking something for a second, write down the time and the trigger. At the end of the day, you won't have a vague feeling of stress anymore. You will have a map and you cannot fix what you cannot see. This is exactly what week 1 of my program, the Weekly Audit, is built to uncover. Because once a manager sees their leaks in black and white, something shifts. It stops feeling like I am just a stressed person. It starts feeling like, oh, these are fixable habits. Now, I want to address the fear that's probably sitting in the back of your mind right now. If I switch off, will I fall behind? Will people think I am not committed? I hear this from senior leaders constantly. And here is what I tell them. It's not about working less, it's about working better. I bet none of those happened when we are running on fumes at 11 p.m. with your brain fried from being on 14 hours straight. Presence and performance aren't opposites. Presence is what makes performance sustainable. The managers I work with don't become less effective when they reclaim their evenings. They become sharper, calmer, and far more decisive because their brain finally gets to fully recover instead of running on a low, constant stress of hum 7 days a week. Once you have done your weekly audit and you can actually see how work is bleeding into your life, the next question becomes, how do you actually close the leaks without feeling guilty or being unavailable? That's where the second half of the pinpoint phase comes in, what I call the boundary reset blueprint, where we look at why those specific leaks exist in the first place. Because a leak checking Slack at dinner and a leak from anxious 11 p.m. email check come from two completely different root causes, and they need a completely different fixes. A few weeks later, inside the activate phase, we go even further into a tool, what I call the 30-minute shutdown, a sequence which trains your brain to fully disconnect from work in half an hour, so that when you walk through your door, you are not just physically home, you are actually there. That's a video for another day. Here is what I want you to take away from today. Your Sunday dread is not your character flaw. It is not because you are bad at relaxing. It is because work has leaked into every corner of your personal time and nobody ever taught you how to find and seal those leaks. That single shift is often the first time in years my clients feel like they finally understand why the Sunday evening feels the way it does, and that understanding is the real first step toward getting your evenings and your energy back. If this resonated with you and you are a manager or a leader ready to fix this, not with more willpower but with a real structured system, then click the link below with the word leak. I will personally reach out to you with more information on how this framework works. And if you know someone who has been living every Sunday evening like this, send them this video. It might be exactly what they need to hear today. I will see you in the next one, where we talk about why your brain stays connected to work even if you close your laptop.